Hey guys, welcome to Draw with Sandy at the Little Artistic Nook. Today we'll be drawing this cute little snow person. I'm going to start out our drawing today by just lightly sketching in 2 circles for the head and the body of my snow person. You can continue the rest of your drawing with a pencil or just start right in from the marker. A little tip for you, if you hold your pencil a little bit further away from the tip, you'll naturally draw a little bit lighter, which makes your lines easier to erase. Alright, so now I'm going to grab my marker and let's start drawing in the scarf. So I'm going to start on the left and just coming right along the outside edge of the body, I'm going to draw a small curve and then I'm going to bring that across the bottom of the head. So as you can see, this top curve of my scarf is a little bit straighter than what the bottom of a circle would look like. And then from here, we can start to bring down a tail by bringing a line down towards the bottom, and then another one beside it, making it as thick as you like, and then just close off the bottom there and add in some little tassels or frills, anything you want for details at the bottom of your scarf. Then let's come back to the left, and we'll draw that same curve across the body this time. And on the other side of our tail, we'll draw a second tail, just sort of coming out and away from the body. So I've got my line sort of pointing towards that bottom right corner. And again, I'm going to add those little frills at the end. And now we can go ahead and finish off the body. So coming back to the left side here of my scarf, I'm just going to use my marker to go around that pencil outline. But instead of rounding it off at the bottom, I'm just going to leave it open. When you're coming to the right, you might be coming out a little bit underneath the tail of your scarf, maybe in between them. It just depends on where your scarf is positioned. Then go ahead and add some buttons or any kind of detail you might want to add in the body of your snowman or snow person. We're just going to leave the bottom of this body circle open for now, and then we're going to work on the head. So to start the head, I'm going to start at the left and I'm just going to follow the curve that I drew with my pencil, but I'm only going to go up maybe halfway, maybe a little bit less. So you're going to do this on the left side, just following that curve coming right out the top of the scarf. And then on the right side, I'm going to bring that curve up a little bit higher than I did on the left. So just remember that as you're starting to draw this right side of the head, as the line comes up a little bit higher, you're also going to be starting to curve around that circle. So if we were to connect these two ends here, we'd have a slightly diagonal line. And this is going to be the bottom of our snowman's hat. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start from the left and I'm just going to draw a slightly curved line to connect these. Now you can of course make your hat roughly at the bottom or anything you want, but you just want to close off the top of the head. Then I'm going to make a little rim for my hat. So I'm just going to draw a little line up and we're still sort of following, you can see my original circle underneath. We still want to follow that shape. So there's my rim, just drawing that second curve and then closing it off. And if you look, you can see that the edge of the rim of the hat's a little bit wider than the head. Okay, then to make a little face, we're going to start with just a really simple sideways triangle here in the center of the face for the nose. And my snow person is actually going to be singing, so I'm going to draw a little circle just underneath and make a little curve in there for a tongue, and then I'll just shade in the space at the top for an open mouth. And let's do some little closed eyes by just drawing in some nice big U shapes. And I'm going to add some eyelashes because I think this is going to be a little snow lady. And she needs to have the rest of her hat. So I'm going to start on the right side this time. And I'm just going to take a little step in from the outside edge of the rim. To create the hat, I'm going to slightly start curving towards that top left corner. And I'm just going to make some little bumps. So you will see that what I'm doing is just making little curved lines and attaching them. And then I'm going to come up from the left and of course do whatever kind of hat you like. You can make it super long. Mine's not too long, but it's got a little bit of that slouchy look. And then right at the end here, I'm just going to draw a little poof ball or pom-pom right at the end by just making sort of some wavy lines all connecting. And now, of course, I'm going to add in some details. So I'm going to have some stripes, and to make my stripes, I'm just going to do 2 lines close together and then just leave a little space. And that will be what I'm going to do along the rim of the hat. And then I think I'm going to have her wearing a matching hat and scarf. So I'll do the same type of striping all along the scarf. Just remember that the part that's going across the neck, your stripes are going to go one way, and then on your tails, they're going to flip 90 degrees and go the other. All right, and when you guys are all finished the details in your scarf and decorating however you like, we're going to make some arms. Now, the arms are super simple, guys. We're just going to come out the sides of the body. You pick sort of where you want these arms to be, and I'm literally just going to draw a little line. Next, I'm going to work on some mittens. So let's look here on the left. And for the mitten, I'm just going to draw a perpendicular line. So basically you're going to have a T, but I'm leaving a little space. And right in this space, I'm just going to add some little semicircles to kind of give the bottom of my mitten a little wrist there. And then we'll just make a nice big upside down J shape. And then to create a little thumb, you're just going to do a smaller J shape facing the other way and connect it back to that horizontal line. In her right hand, I'm actually going to have a little bird. So we're just going to start by drawing out the little wrist edge by drawing that little cross line and then the ruffles. And then we'll go ahead and we'll draw in our little bird. For the bird, you're going to start by drawing out a little hook shape so that the bottom of your hook is kind of pointing towards your snow person's face. Then come around from the top there and just connect it, so what you end up having is like a little teardrop just floating above the wrist of the mitten. You can add in a little triangle here for a wing, and then I just added 2 little feet, just little sticks, and a little upside down U for an eye. Because our bird is singing with our snowman, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 2 little triangles, and they're going to have a little open V where they meet. And then what we'll do is we will draw the mitten around our bird. So to draw the mitten, the thumb is likely going to be hidden behind your bird, and then you'll have the top of your mitten come back to connect. So what we're looking for is that the thumbs are closer to the face and that the rest of the mitten is pointing towards the bottom of your paper. Then let's just draw in some little music notes or anything you want that's musical, any kind of notes. I'm going to draw some little 1/8 notes here. All right, and then as always, I'm going to ground in my snowman by just making a little ground line. So as you can see, we still have the bottom of our snow person unfinished. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw in some nice curved lines across the bottom. And what I'm trying to create is this illusion that our snow person is just sort of resting and really like connected to the snow beneath her. Okay, so all you need to do is whatever kind of line or whatever kind of shape you're making, you just want to make sure that it meets up with that open edge of your snow person's body. And that, guys, is our cute little snow person. So thank you so much for drawing with me today. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and leave me a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And until next time, for another Draw with Sandy at the Little Artistic Nook, keep making art and keep smiling.